more ruin guards and abyss mages. Dane was just saying how these ancient machines are from Conria. So, did Conria have a lot of ruins that needed to be guarded?
No. Ruin Guard is the name modern people have given these machines. No one called them that.
And now I have even more questions about that one place he went with Child.
Ruin Guards were known as field tillers by the people of Conria.
Field tillers?
Field tillers? What a strange name.
Interesting. So... Oh, I wonder. So, the flying one, I wonder, is the one who maybe planted the seeds and stuff? Like the vegetation maybe and whatnot? And the Ruin Guard is the one who kind of did his little spin thing to like take up the land in order to get the like soil stuff and stuff going. I wonder if that's how they worked. Because I was always kind of wondering that spinning attack and stuff and everything they do. Although... it is kind of interesting that the Ruin Guards and the Ruin Hunters also have missiles to them. The guy explained that one.
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The people of Conria like to give code names.
Or maybe I'm full of shit.
The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood. This is how the Field Tiller...
Yep, I'm totally full of shit. Forget everything I said. I'm big dumb.
Blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding tilling. Paimon doesn't think it's a very positive interpretation.
After the destruction of Conria, these masterless field tillers went completely out of control. They wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually spreading to every corner of Teyvat. Perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time, they found their way to various ruins across the land, where they lie dormant.
That sounds so sad.
And they just keep getting created, too. I mean, because everybody who knows when we went to the Child one, you just keep saw them building more and more and more.
You've been doing a real good job of that.
Once you understand more, those details won't mean much to you. But no matter their past, all that remains of them now is the danger they pose. So destroy them all.
Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Oh shit! My friends!
Go, Barbara, go! I'll protect her. Lights out. Ready, steady, go!
Not who I'm trying to aim at. Fuck off, you. Wonder if I can get this. Gotcha, bitch.
Boba, get them. Yeah.
That takes care of that.
This abyss maze dropped a talisman. Could it be a communication of some kind?
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. But why would an Abyss Mage be carrying it? Perhaps it really does contain information about their operation.
But Paimon can't read the writing on it. Is that the script of Conria?
Engulf the faith of the enemy in flame. and bring
It would be a
glory
big
to His
twist.
Highness the Prince.
What if the Abyss was
What?
just remnants
Is
of
that what it
Conria, as
says?
like the humans that used to live there?
Loom of Fate, initial
Like remnants of
operation.
their hate and stuff.
They, the Abyss, seem to be carrying out a large operation. The keyword here is Loom of Fate. It seems like they are still launching the operation, or rather, are still conducting preliminary tests.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, those eerie ruins are super likely to be related to this fate-weaving operation. So, Dane, what message does this talisman contain?
I'm reading it now.
No!
An ambitious operation. But some parts are difficult to understand.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is related to Osile, Overlord of the Vortex.
Which we defeated.
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean?
We were able to. He's right. We weren't able to destroy it. We were able to defeat it.
What do they want with Osile?
It definitely could be the same thing with the
I
Valen.
know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss Order's role in the Storm Terror incident. Though you may not have been aware of it at the time, you were thwarting an Abyss Order operation similar to this one.
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient god. The Abyss Order keeps setting their sights higher and higher. Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to corrupt Osile, just as they did
I
Dvalin?
don't think they would need to corrupt him.
No. From the contents of the talisman, this operation goes one step further. They won't just
And
corrupt
not only
Osile's
that, but
mind.
the Fatui.
They also plan to use
We're a
the
part of
ancient
that one.
technology behind the field tillers to completely transform Osile's
shit.
body.
Is that even possible? So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some sort of cybernetic squid god of mass destruction?
And that could be even worse because Jean Lee gave away his little thing. So he doesn't have like the big power. At least I don't think he has the big power anymore. So even if we needed him for this big fight, unlike last time where he said, "Oh, we can do it by ourselves," he's kind of useless. If I'm reading that correctly. These nicknames keep getting longer.
Very few people today truly understand the civilization of Kanria. Though, of course, the accuracy of that understanding itself is difficult to judge. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Kanria. Despite being far from human, they seek out this lost human civilization.
This makes
quite
me wonder if they
persistently.
were at one point.
The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as a base, attaching Osile's limbs to construct a mechanized god. And the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the Seven is the eye of the very first
How
field
the hell did they
tiller.
find that?
The eye of the very first field tiller? Oh, Paimon gets it! All those Abyss mages are looking for the special eye, right?
Oh, they
It
haven't
seems
found it yet.
so.
Duh.
This whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But basically, it all has to do with that eerie statue of the
What if we
Seven
just destroyed the
saw, right?
statue?
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be placed in the hands of the defiled statue, thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
Oh boy, the Abyss Order sure isn't holding back with this plan. Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track
I
down.
mean,
anyway.
all we have to do is wait for him
Let's
at
go to
the
cathedral first and ask
the
around.
bar.
Maybe
It
we'll
will be
learn
easy to
something.
find.
The cathedral. Nothing. Let's get moving.
That's not a good sign. Mine. To see what they
Huge
think.
Statue. A grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though, does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animo
Do what I
Archon.
want. Rosaria is just in the background
Actually,
clapping.
The Animo Archon is... never mind.
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave you two to mingle with the sisters.
Where are you going?
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any
Fair
time.
point.
When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty. I have
That's a
never
quote.
received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason I would need it now, or in the future either. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and ask around.
Wonder if we're gonna see
warn
Barbara.
you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the cathedral. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element of surprise we may have.
Interesting.
Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
So we probably don't want to talk to Rosaria about this, because I feel like she'd be prime candidate number one when it comes to maybe trying to see what the Abyss is about now that if she heard about what's happened in the statue.
Honorary Knight! Hi, how have you been? Do you need anything today? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow that
I'm not touching that thing ever. Not even a 6-foot pole.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller?
What's that? Field tiller. What does it do?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever lost a statue of the Seven?
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely anyone mentions it nowadays. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the Seven that disappeared one night without a trace. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it, but it was never found. In the church's records, as you might assume,
This is a pretty cool
incident
shot.
has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven.
Of course.
Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other
Maybe I
strange
should be doing the
stories?
talking?
Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside, it's for your own good.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the Tyrant's Final Fury? No, that's from another time. Probably unrelated.
The Tyrant's
The heck
Final
is that?
Fury?
That sounds
Oh,
badass.
This refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached old Mondstadt.
Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying!
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the tyrant's final fury. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own. Right. Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't shoot fireballs. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the Seven, but I just can't think of any other strange incidents that might be.
It's okay. Thanks anyway.
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I
Hello.
can never get used to hearing it.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Ah, the Abyss Herald.
Wasn't that
The Abyss Order, I mean.
They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for certain.
I love you.
Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
No, you stay
Master
here.
Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right. We'll go give Master Jean a hand.
Oh, okay. If the honorary knight will be there, then... But please, everyone, be careful. May the animal Archon protect you all.
Listen, I don't need you going any.
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation?
They're quick on their feet.
This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue. We should go as well.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Dvalin? Not again!
Oof, with the wolf.
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Animo Archon's old companions.
Well, looky here.
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Look at that.
You can't run!
Oh, camera.
Judgment!
Right. Oh, it's just you and me, buddy.
Let the show begin.
Goodbye.
Whew. There sure are a lot of enemies around here.
Let's see.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are. Fits the Abyss Order's style.
Yeah, let's go!
I'm not going any
What
further.
the heck is up with you, Dane?
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven.
Okay.
I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any
So
interaction.
Dainsley clearly doesn't like the gods.
Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. There's nothing special about gods anyway.
Damn.
It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. Always be on your guard when around gods. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction. Don't go trying to overthrow them or hunt them down, even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice. Does Dane hate the Seven, or is he protecting them?
Has he gone after a god before? I wonder if that's why he's changed like this.
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you one final fact.
Are you from Conria?
Huh? What fact?
The destruction of the nation of Conria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven. Well, enough chit-chat.
I almost guarantee
We should
you
get
that
back to
the
business.
Abyss Order is something
I
to
will
do
go
with the
take care of
humans
the
that used to
remaining
live in
Abyss Order
Conria.
members in the
Either
area.
maybe it's their hate
Try
formed
and
into
keep your
actual
visit with
things,
Boreas brief.
or it's humans
Afterward,
that
let's
have
meet at the
changed
entrance
over the
to
years due
Wolvendom.
to being in the Abyss.
Up, there he goes. What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against unfamiliar
course.
gods. At the rite of dissension and
I'm not gonna lie to you.
your decision
I don't
was
like
very
Venti.
similar to what Dane would do.
The only one I've kind of liked was Zhongli, and even he's had a weird little thing with him in his quest when he was talking about Javier, the salt god. I like them, but I can't say that there's not a little bit of sus to them.
Not the easiest situation.
Honorary Knight, Paimon.
Hello, Thighs.
What are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! So glad we found you. Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came to help.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have
This is a
surrounded
weird-ass
Wolvendom.
shot.
I am preparing to send out some knights to fight back. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see you. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas. But the Abyss Order and Boreas... What is the connection between them?
They just like to cause trouble. Do they really need a reason?
It
The
would
Abyss
be
Order
good to know,
already
though.
went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the Animal Archon's buddies.
That is true. Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, I will handle the situation.
There you go, doing everything alone
Honorary
again.
Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas is in any danger.
A lot of these hilly trolls are just
This
hanging out in the
god's
back.
spirit. He does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Maybe it is best that you are also the one to meet him this time.
Oh yeah, we've met a couple of times. You know,
Okay,
sparring
be
and whatnot.
careful. Thank you for your help, Honorary Knight of Favonius.
Hello.
Look! Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You not welcome here. So, the wolf's wretched spirit likes to raise wild pups now. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory.
Say that to my
If
face,
you
bitch.
serve us, we can restore your divine powers you once held in the past. Lies. Lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on. No matter how many times you resist us, your efforts are all in vain.
Bring it on, bitch. I'm ready for round 2. Where are you? Oh?
Right.
So you brought help this time.
Let the show be.
Yeah! Shiver!
Okay. That's how we're gonna play.
Eat this! Shadow Raven, let night fall!
Yeah!
What is this move?
Judgment!
Oz, reveal thyself! I'll protect you!
Whoa!
Punishment!
Oh.
Go, Barber, go! Out of the frying pan, into
You can't run!
Oh shit.
nice and spicy! Let's dance!
Judgment!
I need to catch you in this'll do.
Lights out! Shadow Raven, let night fall! Boba, get them!
Where do you think you're going, buddy? No, you're not leaving this time. Not this time, buddy.
You can't run!
I've learned your pattern this time.
The ceremony was interrupted. How fortunate for you. How does an old spirit have such determined will?
I like that smile.
No matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable. Our grand scheme will not
I mean, to be honest, the only
affected.
reason you got Dvalin is because he was at his weakest point. If he was at with Venti still, I don't think he would have got Dvalin either.
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupercal, I am ashamed that you must see me in my present state. But still, the Abyss Herald underestimated my strength.
Yep, he's in that ass packing.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial, but scary outsider, not respect trial rules. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind, then lured him out under the pretense of challenging him in a trial?
So, bitch made. Gotcha.
Thank you. In the future, my claws must get sharper. You smelled danger and came here?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's nose doesn't even know what danger smells
Yeah.
like. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about too. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf God. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. Though there was indeed one human-made machine that I can never forget.
Oh. Do tell.
It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger. But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top to bottom.
Could be a rune guard.
I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before it fell to the ground, It fled the proving ground.
Maybe a ruined hunter.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Missiles. I do not know this strange word. As I said, I pay no heed to the contraptions of
Fair enough.
humans. It could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although no match for a god, it was stronger than even many who wield vision.
Sounds like a ruined guard.
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we hear this somewhere else recently as well? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt, doesn't it? It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came after.
Maybe it was more like the ruin
But in
graders
this
that we
story,
see in Dragon's
it was
Spine.
damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know. But did we help?
Yes, you were a big help. Thanks. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking. You two be careful.
Yes, I smell more danger. Bigger danger. You too. Also,
That's a pretty cool
be
shot.
Careful.
Dang, there you are. Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her, but purposely avoided her.
Why?
As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations
Fair
towards
enough.
me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations.
You have a point.
But back to the
She
matter
doesn't
at
like to
hand.
give up either.
I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but wasn't able to gather any information. Did you have more success? I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral.
You know, I'm starting to see a pattern with Dainsley because they kept saying that he doesn't get much done, right? Like he keeps getting into standoffs with them. And I feel like it's just because he keeps doing things on his own. Like if he just give his hand out to some other people, maybe he'd get further in his investigations and stuff. Like he is with us.
Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired from the field tiller after it ran from Wolvendom. After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt and stayed there.
And then when anything got
Then,
close,
whenever
Exactly.
anyone got close, pew, pew, boom, it would fire a ton of missiles at them. Until one day, it finally broke down for good, and the fireballs stopped raining from the sky. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret it as the tyrant's final fury.
It looks like we need to make
I
a
was about
trip
to say,
to
so it's near
Storm
Storm
Terror's
Terror's
lair
lair.
and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? You mean... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before. Can't forget something like
yep,
that.
I remember it.